What's good, gang? It's your boy SirChrisDa2nd, and we got a crazy video. I ain't gonna lie, we got a crazy video. Y'all already see it on the screen. I seen a man get R-word by 20 inmates in the shower. What? Apparently, this is a thing called Prison Stories 101. They whole bunch of people that come on here, they basically talk about their prison experience. You know, we ain't talking about like no little time, no 1 to 2, 5, 2, even 10 years. We talking about like 25, 50, maybe even some 50s in there. Cause I think I seen like a 30. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But this one, like I said, I already said what was going on. He got a 24-year bid. He had a 24-year bid. And so, yeah, bro, I'm not finna waste any more talking, bro. Waste any more words. We just finna go ahead and get into it.
Man, this is Prison Stories 101, where we basically get down to telling these stories that those who, of course, are free now to tell. We don't want to, let things get lost in translation. So we like to hear from the source itself. We got the man himself, man. Let me allow you to introduce yourself. Tell us your name and where you're from.
I'm Ice Jizzle, a.k.a. Nathaniel Wade, whichever one you want to call me. I'm technically a latex dude, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know me. Texas, Louisiana nigga, you heard me?
Oh, latex.
So we always try to first find out.
I was about to say, bro, what does gotta do with relevance?
First, we try to find out what
the
was the crime that got you put up, and how much time did you do?
Which one?
Oh, how many times you go in? What was your longest stint?
My longest stint was my last stint. I just did 10 in the feds.
Golly.
Before that, I did like 7 in TDC, and then before then, I did like 5 in TDC. And in between there, little small stuff here, a couple of months here, a couple of months there,
So let's start with the first. You said 6. I mean, how 7?
No, the first was like 5.
5. What got you caught up the first time?
Playing with that iron, you heard me? Playing with that iron. I always ride with that. Technically I'm a Chopper City boy, so I can't get caught without one. It's like my American Express card. They say you don't leave home without it.
Mm.
So I live by that.
Yeah. The second time, the long stint. What was the reason?
Fighting the police and guns.
Okay, yeah, you got to go into just that story alone as far as what took place for you to want to get into a physical altercation.
Bro just said he got into a squabble.
It wasn't that I wanted to get into a...
Hold on, bro just said he got into a squabble with the cops and he was finna just overpass that like we didn't just hear that. Like, bro, I didn't even know I paused it for real. Hold up.
Physical altercation, I pulled up to a gas station. I was in Magtown, Texas at the time. And it's a FENA station. I walked inside, I was back when they had the starter jackets popping, So I had my starter on. I had a Saint starter jacket on. Some black jabos, you heard me, some Reeds on. So I walk inside. Now, mind you, I got a pistol in my jacket, but the butt of it is sticking out. I didn't know it was sticking out. You know what I'm saying? Loked up eyes, you know what I'm saying? So my partner had just hit me on the phone. He's like, where you at? And I was just like, on my way to the mayor homes. He was just like, hey, before you get out here, stop and give me some orange juice, you know what I'm saying? So we can pull up, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, cool. So I stop, I go inside, you got a little Chinese chick behind the counter.
Bro went to a store with a whole gun
she speak, all that, So I walk to the back, I'm on my little, my little sprint, you know what I'm saying, talking. No, it wasn't no sprint. What I had, what was that? It was a Nextel. I was on the Nextel, you know what I'm saying? I was chirping, you heard me? So I go into the back, and you
Bro, old heads are so funny talking, bruh. Like, honestly, like right now, I feel like I can't listen to him because I'm listening to the way that he talking, and it's hilarious, bro. Old heads language is
can
hilarious,
see in the
bro.
mirror in the corner.
They still think they so
You can see
cool.
everything I'm doing, just like I can see her at the counter. So she fidgeting, looking all crazy at me, and I ain't even tripping on why. So I'm talking, I open the thing up, I grab some juice, so I'm headed to the front. And I stopped, bent down, grabbed some candy or whatever and stuff, hit the counter. By the time I came to the counter, she was just getting off the phone. Now, what she did, she called the police and told them that I was trying to rob the store. Nigga, I'm sitting here with down there 4 bands on me. Rob the store for what? So
Bro.
when I get there, she's stalling now. She's like, oh, how you doing? This, that, and the third. And I'm like, I'm cool, and let me get this in, and I'm out. And she's like, yeah, oh, I like your jacket, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, is she hitting on me? Like, I don't even do chinks, so what's wrong with that? I'm like, whatever. By the time time I got out the store, bro, a police had pulled up. Now, this is one of them gas stations that have 2 pumps. Just 2. So it's, when I came outside, my car is right here in the front, right by the pump. She pulled, one cop pulled in right here in front of me. And then the other one pulled in right behind me. They had me blocked and I couldn't move. So I'm thinking something else popping off around here. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a hot little spot. So I'm like, excuse me, I'm trying to get out. One of y'all, can y'all back y'all car up? So he was like, yeah, surely can. One thing though, can you catch that car right there and let us shake you down and see what you got on you? I say, for what? So he goes, I was told that you walked in the store trying to rob the store, so I guess you got a weapon. I said, man, get the out of here, man. Stop it.
I ain't gonna lie, that's
I
kind of
just
crazy.
went up in here and got this orange juice in this ear. So he goes, get on the car. So the other one walking behind me. So I'm looking at him. I'm like, you serious? He's like, it's a heart attack. Get on the car. So I get on the car. So he said, before I touch you, do you have anything you that'll scrape me, cut me, hit me, abuse me, do anything out of the ordinary? Me, I'm a smart addict. So I say, you right, I got something on me. You know what I'm saying? So even if I didn't have a gun, I would have said the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I got the hands, you know what I'm saying? And whatever else, so I'm like, be specific. So he goes, where's the gun? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Where's the gun? I said, I ain't got no gun. So he said, okay, smart ass. So he pushed me. So my hands is out like this now. So he pulled my jacket open. I mean, it's right there. It's physically, you can see it. So he's like, we got a, that's what he said. We got a. So the other law stood behind me and drew down on me. You're under arrest, you're under arrest. I'm like, man, calm down, take it easy. Y'all like to find a body in my pocket. So dude just like grabbed one hand, put me in the handcuff, and he starts talking, mouthing off. So I'm like, bro, you ain't got to do all that. So you know how when they spread your legs out and they kick your legs out and tell you all this here, right? So in the process of him kicking my legs, he hit my funny bone. I'm real sensitive about all that,
Bro, just ignorant.
I told him,
bro.
I said, bro, you ain't got to handle me like that. You real aggressive, you heard me? So he like, did I ask you to speak? I say, man, y'all crackers about to get on my nerves, bro. I say, please don't play with me right now. I was in a good mood until you pop.
Bruh, see, this the type of folks that be giving us a bad look, bro. Everybody be talking about how black folks be what I'm trying to say. Basically, he been racist this whole video, calling people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even repeat some of the stuff that he's saying. Bro, regardless, it's all love. It's all love. Just don't say that hard R and then we all good. I ain't talking about bro. Like, if he said a hard R, what I'm gonna do? Like he's still ignorant. We already tell he ignorant. He ignorant, a little bit sweet. I ain't saying he's soft. But like I feel like he got some feminine in him. Like he been in prison for a long time, so I feel like I don't know, bro.
He hit my leg again. Man, I turned around and because his dumb ass forgot to put me fully in the handcuffs. So I got one cuff on and one cuff off. So I turned around and stole off on him. So as soon as he fell, I grabbed my head. I was like, look what you do. Look what you did. I know what I got to do now. I got to finish him. The other law standing up there, I know he's scary because he's shaking. He got the gun on me, but he's shaking. So I'm like, come on, man. Come on, man. So I jumped down on him. I pretty much beat him up under the car until he decided to put his gun away and jump in it. You know what I'm saying? So now he's beating on me. I'm beating on him. You know what I'm saying? And I guess either the chick behind the counter called the police for more backup or he called during that time I didn't hear it. You know what I'm saying? All I know is 5 cars pull up. And when I tell you they gave me the beating of my life, they put me in the back of the car, right? One got in the back right next to me and another one got in the back right next to me and had me just like this. And I'm looking like, is this necessary? I don't need this type of escort. And he's like, shh. And you know what I'm saying? He hit me in my face like this. And let's just say they beat the shit out of me and took the slow way to the precinct. By the time they got there, my jaw was broke. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't talk. I was bleeding everywhere. They took me in. Back then, Collin County Jail was underground. It wasn't like it is now. It was the old jail. They took you in this tunnel and they walked you all the way down that way and stuff until you got into the jail. Yeah. So I'm walking through that dripping blood everywhere and I don't know what happened. When I woke up, I was in detox, in a drunk tank. And when I said I did not have a charge on me, they didn't give me a visitation, a phone call, or nothing until I healed up. I was sipping through a straw, eating soup, broths, and all kind of stuff for like almost 4 months.
Golly, bro.
Then the charges came.
Let me ask you, were you not afraid that the other police was going to shoot you?
I ain't even gonna lie.
I thought he was, but I was going to get
my bad. He asked, you wasn't afraid that you was going to get shot. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. Oh, that was grimy. They doing that for real? Like, they for real was doing, they're still kind of doing that now in some areas that I heard. Seeing stuff online and stuff like that. But I don't know, bro. Some of the stuff you brought onto yourself.
I mean, he looked scary, but who knows? You know what I'm saying?
That is facts. So we normally like to find out where you served time. What all units were you in? Where all did you go as far as federal penitentiary went?
As far as the feds?
As far as the feds, and then also if with the regular state.
Okay. State-wise, I have been to TDC multiple times. So I've been over to Beto 1. I've been to Gurney. I've been to Larry Guest. I opened that bitch up. I was in right across from Ferguson. What the f is that? Eastham. I've been on Eastham for a little while and stuff. Got out, turned around, came back and stuff. Then they sent me to what is that called? Like, there's something in Sherman. Sherman is the in-between when you catch a Fed case or whatever and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They put you out there and stuff. I started in Collin County in McKinney Jail.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm already lost, bro.
Until the feds came and got me.
I would just say I was in jail the whole time.
So when I went to the feds, I was in Pollock. They call it Pollock, Pollock, for those who want to correct my grammar. But we call it Pollock, those who serve and live there. So I stayed in Pollock and ended up getting shipped after putting into work. I ended up going to Florida, to Coleman too.
When it comes to, we ask why, of course, you went in. We ask We asked where, when, what time frame was this? What years did you each time, if you can remember?
92 was the first time I went. 92, then 2000, 2002. Yeah, 2002, and then 2012.
All right, bro. I got a question. Do he got implants like in his mouth, or they actually make like crooked grills? Bro, I'm not trying to be funny, bro. Like, y'all see, I got a gap, bro. Like, I ain't tripping. I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, do they make crooked grills, like custom made grills? I'm not asking for myself. I'm literally looking at bro mouth. It looked like he got a grill on, or is that just his buck teeth? Bro. If it's just his two front teeth, that's some real old school, old head, wannabe player type stuff, bro. Like, I'm not even hating. I'm just saying, bro.
Beginning of 2012.
And the latest one was the longest one?
Mm-hmm. 12 up until 22.
When it comes to, we try to find out the who, as in who was affected by you going in and serving all this time, whether you had a mother, brother, father, sister, kids.
I mean, I had all that.
Yeah, who was affected?
I was married at the time, so my wife was affected, and then she was pregnant. So she was like 5 months pregnant when I got the charge, and then sitting in federal court, you know what I'm saying? You know, usually they'd be like, okay, blase this and that, you serve that, and you go straight back. So she was in the court with me. So when they made me stand up, take out my stuff, my jewelry and all that stuff, I handed it all to her, cell phone and all that, and then she never seen me again. You know, until I got processed and went down the road. But it was a while before that happened.
Wow.
Because they take their time in the Fed. They ain't in a rush for shit.
But so they getting money off there. Oh, snap, what happened to my cam?
Yeah.
So the first story I want to get out of you, as far as you breaking down your first day in, and it's probably going to go back to state, because you've already done, by the time you got the feds, you already done state. So this is for that 5-year sentence. Like, you already, you know, you leave county. Were you in county, or were you already in state?
When I went to the feds?
No, when you were that 5-year stint, where was that at?
The first 5?
Yeah.
The first 5 was in County County. I was in McKinney, Texas.
They kept you in jail for 5 years?
No.
Okay.
No, I did maybe, don't give me the line, bro. I don't know how long. I ain't do that long in the county before I pulled chain.
Yeah.
And ended up going down there to Gurney unit, where I did like 7 to 8 months down there, and then they shot me to my unit.
So when the first day, walk us through your first day going to the Gurney unit, as far as, you know, this is you going.
Butt naked Gurney?
Please, yeah. Walk us through that first day, if you don't mind.
Oh, man. Let me see. That was a long time ago. You get off the bus, they strip you butt naked. You don't go no further than the bus. That's why they call it butt naked Gurney. You get naked this as soon as you get off that bus. And they're going to put you back to back with some, you have no idea who the he is. Y'all going to sit back to back. Y'all be lined up. They're going to be yelling at you and stuff and telling you about intake, explaining to you where you at, calling you out your name, talking crazy to you. You're going to have a over here in whites over here cutting hair. You know what I'm saying? Shape, because like you come through there with all that cute hair and dreads and braids and all that stuff. Yeah, you ain't keeping none of that. And if you don't care about if you care about keeping it, they're gonna lock your ass up. They're gonna put you in a hole if you don't want to get your hair cut.
That's crazy.
So most people don't even know what the hole consists of yet, because you just getting here. So you like, man, just go ahead and cut it out, man. And the barber, he gonna with you, because he gonna be like, how you want it? Man, if you can't come, you're like, yeah. So
what do they prep you for that first day? Like, as far as they tell you about Do you
I
have
ain't gonna lie, bro.
a celly? Do
This
they
why
tell you
I'm
about
glad. Hold
how
on.
commissary works? I mean, what if
This why I'm
if you can remember?
glad I don't put myself in these type of situations, bro. And I gotta continue to keep myself from these situations. But like, bro, I mean, I don't got like hair no more. But like when I had dreads, bro, I couldn't imagine that. I can't imagine none of this stuff though.
If you go back,
Butt naked journey. I mean, journey.
Prepping you wise is basically intake. You going to the infirmary, you heard me, and they checking for diseases. You taking these shots. You taking all these. You know what I'm saying? You can check fully to see what you got, what you don't have, and stuff. And they making sure you have shots to be on the unit with everybody else. You don't take your shots, then you're going in the hole. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. So if you sick or whatever, this and that, they gonna put you somewhere where all the sick people at. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you go through intake. They tell you the rules and regulations about what's going down. Then they hire you to a job. You know what I'm saying? Where you going to the whole squad, or you going to the kitchen, or picking up paper if you medically reduced to the point where you can't do too much and nothing. You'll probably end up on the unit, walking around picking up paper, or become an SSI, pushing the broom. You know what I'm saying? Which is a sweet job of working in laundry, where all the nosy niggas at.
How many fights did you have in your, just through the feds, through state? How many fights did you have, would you say?
Oh my God.
Bro was probably in a fight.
In the
every
feds, I might have one fight, and that's because they disrespected me. And they were just like, between my speaker and the speaker of their car, they were just like, before we go to war, just let them go in there and handle their business. Whoever come out, come out. Whoever don't, just don't. And we gonna kill it at that. But if this shit keeps going on right here, we going to war. You know what I'm saying? So that was like the only fight I really had in the feds, because you're gonna knife up, you know what I'm saying, when you go to the feds, versus being in the state and you like on man time. See, ain't no such thing as man time when you go to the feds. When you walk in, choose, lose, or be confused. And you really don't want to be confused, because before lunch, your ass gonna get life lighted off that. Because the first thing they're gonna ask you for, nobody gives a where you from, but when they find out where you from, they're gonna say, your people over there. Your people over there. Oh, you on game time and shit? You need to be over there with them. And the first thing they're gonna ask you is, you hot? Now, mind you, when I first got there, I didn't even know the lingo. I was dumb as a box of rocks. So when it says you hot, I told it, yeah. I'm talking about, they pulled me in a room and everybody clutching. Everybody got their hands in their pants. I'm like, this some freak ass little man. Like, what's wrong with this here? I'm like, what? And I'm looking, I'm saying, oh man, they clutching, these got knives. So they asked me, they're like, where you from? But I said, this and that. What you do? And when I tell them, they like, so you hot? I'm like, yeah, I'm hot. The who asked me the question and shit, right? He turned around and looked at everybody in the room and then pulled his shit out. He said, I'm gonna ask you one more time. You hot, my shit? And I'm like, I don't understand. I said, because if you're talking about the humidity of the room, and shit, yeah, it's a little hot up in here. You got like 9 up in this, you know what I'm saying? So in this small ass cell, cut the down. So it's like, this here funny in the. So a who knew me was sitting on the bunk and shit like this and shit. He was just like, man. He said, man, I know Lil Woe. He's like, he ain't on that type of time and shit. You know what I'm saying? He's like, he don't know. This is his first time down here. He don't know. He don't know what y'all talking about. So somebody explain it to him. But y'all got that dude for nothing. So I'm looking at him like, what they talking about? He say, man, did you rat? Did you snitch on somebody? Do you got a 4K1, a 5K1 on somebody? Anything. You told on the dead, you told on the living. Did you tell? Period. I'm like, no. Ain't nobody on my case but me. But still, when you get to the feds, you can jump on any case you want.
Nah, for real.
Just to get a time cut.
Just
Rule
to get
35.
out. That's crazy.
But I ain't rocking like that. Like I told her, no. So it's like, you got 30 days to get that paperwork in here. And after that, you straight. But if that paperwork come back up, you ain't limping out of here, partner. You either getting life flighted or you dead. So my partner, he looked at me and stuff. He was like, he said, nigga, I spoke on your name, man. I hope you straight, man. I'm like, nigga, I'm good. So nigga, all right. But you still ain't getting no care package or none of that shit until that paperwork come. So I ain't getting no shower shoes. I ain't getting no soap, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? I had to go up on the they gave me coming in the door.
Bruh.
Because then nobody want to holler at me until they knew I was a ride or die ass nigga. Other than that, they don't give a who birthed you. You can be my cousin. You can be my grandson. They don't care about none of that shit. If you ain't straight, you ain't walking this yard. And they'll rather kill you themselves than allow somebody else from somewhere else to do it. That's the rules.
I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy right there, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, Fed time is a whole different place, bro. It get wicked there, bro. It get wicked there. I don't know, bro. I ain't never been. I'm just talking about from the stuff that I be seeing. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, bro. If y'all want to see, if y'all want me to make this a part 2, y'all want to catch the end of this, just let me know, bro. Just let me know, and I got y'all. I got y'all. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, like I said. But y'all do me a favor before y'all go. Drop a comment and like down below for your boy. Subscribe and get the bell for me too. Y'all be easy, bro. Peace.